All we really know about ourselves is that we are. We just are. We are existing. That's all we know of ourselves. Now, all we know of this existence is that during the day, we are. During the night, we are. During the dream state, we are. During the deep dreamless sleep, we still are. Then during our awakening state, we still are. But what is that really that has been experiencing these states? Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Please, I'm urging you to like, subscribe, and follow my page, and also share. Today, I have another mind-boggling question that has been bothering me for long now, and it's also a question that has been bothering humanity since the ancient world till date. You see, it's on the idea of who am I really? Who am I? Now you see, if we are being sincere to ourselves, all we really know about ourselves is that we are. We just are. We are existing. That's all we know of ourselves. Now, all we know of this existence is that during the day, we are. During the night, we are. During the dream state, we are. During the deep dreamless sleep, we still are. Then during our awakening state, we still are. But what is that really that has been experiencing these states from the waking state to the dream state to the deep dreamless sleep and returning back to the waking state to the dream state to the deep dreamless sleep? And this is how the cycle has been going on. But what is that really that is experiencing all these states? Now you see, some people might reply by saying me or I or by calling their name. Now, if you call your name, the truth is your name can be yours, but your name can't be you. You are what has a name. Just like our name was given to us out of the abundant flow of love coming from the heart of our parents, or our guidance. And we were given a name. And this name serves like a recorder or a kind of a file that records all our activities, and we can be known through the name of that file. But we are not the file, you know. The name is like something that can be used to address a particular identity. Now, your name or your identity can be yours, but your identity can't be you. You are what has an identity. Now, if you say then it is the I or it is the me, then I'll have to inquire, what is that which knows the me or the I? Now, at this point, you may say your thought, but your thought itself is being known by something. Something knows your thoughts. Now, you might say your feelings or your emotions or your impressions. Now, your feelings, emotions, your concepts, and your impressions are being known by something. What is that in which only in its presence all these things have their knowing? At this stage, you might find yourself dumbfounded about what to say or what you are really. The first step to knowing who you really are is to know that you do not know who you really are. And only when this truth is being known, then you have a possibility of coming to know yourself or your true nature. Now, to know your true nature is to know that through which knows how you're knowing you're experiencing comes to be, that which knows you are. Now, you should know that nothing really exists other than the experiencing or the knowing of it. Something exists only in the knowing of something. Something must know something exists. Now, you need to understand that who you are is not something that can be known through language or through the mind, because the mind is like a filter. By its nature, the mind is limited. The mind is always limited. The mind filters out some information and takes in some information. So you can't use that which filters information, and maybe the information filtered, it can't be used as a firm point of view to know who you are, because it's only a limited version of knowledge. So the mind can't be known. The mind can't know your true nature. Only you know your true nature. Now, to understand this, you need to understand that first, you are awareness, or what they call consciousness. Even the word consciousness or awareness is something or a concept gotten from the mind, but it's just the closest word or idea we could use to know who we are. But we are actually that which is prior to the knowledge I am. Because before you know, you knowing you are is a linguistic programming, you know. What you know is the data you've been accumulating since your so-called birth, the information you've been accumulating, and you think that information is you. No. You are what has a memory. That can be add, that could add up as a part of your memory, but what you are transcends memory. You are the very awareness which gives memory its being. In you, existence was established. Without your knowing, the world does not exist. For the world to exist, consciousness must first be. God is conscious, and God cannot exist without being conscious of itself. So, what we are really is consciousness, and there's nothing like your consciousness separate from my consciousness, or your consciousness separate from that of animal consciousness. Consciousness is consciousness from the viewpoint of consciousness. Consciousness is not something personal. Consciousness is the oneness of being. Consciousness is the oneness of being. Consciousness created and sustains the world. Consciousness is us. Consciousness is what we are really. And consciousness never ceases to be, always has and always will be. Even after death, your consciousness continues. Even before your birth, your consciousness has always been with God. What you call your birth is only a descent of your consciousness into the human world, into the human body. And during death, this consciousness returns back to where it came from, because it was never created. It has always been one with God. So consciousness is what we are, the spark of God's knowingness. Through our knowing, God also comes to know itself through our human consciousness. We are the knower, the knowing, and the known. We are the observed, the observing, and the observed. We are the seer, the see, and the seen. We are the hear, the hearing, and the heard. We are the test, the tested, and the tasted. We are the smell, the smelling, and the smelt. We are the feel, the feeling, and the felt. We are all these things. The observer is the observed. The I that knows I am is the same I that I am.